I want to come back with something, Dagda, and just say that how dare you say Fnatic Adam when it was actually Direwolf's chippies from OCE that used to spam at top. So
Zika with BuBu, with PP got being able to get that hook, but already we can see, we talked about this top lane going well for FPX. They're going to go look for the dive.
But Nuguri's so low. He's just going to hit turret for now, wait for the face breaker, tanking up by TM, but under the turret doesn't matter. BuBu's going to get a double kill. I said Nuguri was low. Why did they do that? Doombee's now here, slice and dice, flash on in. BuBu just has to hit him. Sonic Wave, heals up. No! FPX, what the hell were you thinking?
That was so bad. Why?
And LWX just got a double
takes
kill.
Takes a sip of the coffee. Yeah, I mean, look, if Nuguri goes for this as well, longsword. Forget about the fact that Nuguri had control of this lane. It's doomed. Like, 2 shots from that tower, Nuguri's dead. So he's not able to tank it up. You've got Ghost there as well. And to give BuBu his credit, BuBu played that so well. Flashing away, getting the Sonic Wave on towards the backline as well. And then Doombee, he's too late to the party. He's already got the, I think he had Conquer, I'm not entirely sure, fully stacked there as well. So he's getting some amount of healing off it. And just can't quite kill him. And then bot side here, aiming, PP God, hooked underneath the tower. Crisp manages to flash away, but it's still the kill coming through for LWX.
And then how does I'm just surprised, actually, because remember we said, oh, Crisp and LWX been playing so bad. And then LWX and Crisp come out clutch, and top completely runs it down. BuBu's level 6. Godfist Lee Sin is going to have so much meaning as Tien comes out. I would just go for this.
He just murders you.
Even with Doombee coming up, you have to be careful. There's no mid pressure right now. Weiwei's not here, so it is dangerous, but BuBu's walking around because this is his map right now. To come back because you already set up the conditions. Here we go, though. Into Nuguri. It is still a set. He has flash, but if BuBu hits Sonic Wave, Nuguri will have to burn it straight away. Wait for it. Ward hop, Sonic Wave, straight on in. He flashes and dunks him, though! But doesn't matter. Still gets the kill. The shutdown, however, might be more worth as we fight in the bottom lane. PP God in trouble, has to flash away the dredge line to re-engage. Aiming in the thick of it as PP God manages to escape. They're turning with Weiwei. Ragnarok hit onto LWX. It's a bounty to claim, and it's a bounty that's not going to come back again. Tien Chris locked down, undertow one more time. Aiming doesn't have the ulti available, but Zika ready to slip through. Ulti itself onto Tien, hits melee range, takes him out, escapes, and flashes. BLG 6-3, the early game all theirs. The problem is, it is set. LWX is here first, good call on this one, Dagda. PP God moving up. Wait for Nuguri's showstopper and showmaker into the fight. FPX in the back of the pit. It begins with Wei ulting in. Ragnarok, 3-man play. The smite out early. Chris has to evacuate as Tien is left into the middle of it. Doesn't matter. Zika is finding backline access. Crisp isolated. Doombee waiting to dominus here with Flash. But 5 members of BLG stalk the prey. The max range death sentence. The Herald as well. It goes down, but BLG want the blood. TP onto the back end as Showstopper finally comes through. Nuguri as well, hitting like a truck, waiting for the haymaker. He picks up the Herald. He blasts Zika. Coming so close. The top lane set makes it better than it looked for FPX. Because it's double dragon for BLG. They hold the cards in terms of kills, objectives. Nuguri right now going to get blasted.
We're not bringing it back.
No, they're not. I mean, Nuguri's dead. He can't even get up on the Showstopper. Cooldown will come through as well. He has TP, but he's not up for another 30 seconds. BuBu running into the turret, and oh no, Dagda. Herald's going to time out while Nuguri's dead, and Tien is going to die against the wall. Needlework gives him a bit of healing as Weiwei has to flash over the wall. Ignore that because the slowdown and Doombee rolling in matters quite a lot, while in the mid lane, LWX and Chris use everything to try and kill PP God, and aiming. No depth charge, no true shot barrage. They live on. Well, the Herald's soon to spawn, and FPX turn a play in the top side. They don't have enough damage. They need the Gwen in. Tien with Riftmaker is going to be everything but spotted out. Zika now on the run. He can buy time with the smoke screen. 1 versus 3 into the brush. Jumps through with a perfect execution. Not going to be knocked up by Chris. He's bought the said time and has the other activation. Dredge line, depth charge, but Zika's out. The rest of BLG are coming in. PP God turns to the left, and everybody step to the right. FPX now getting blasted with a kick flash from BuBu, who is just reeling in the years here on this pick. Double kill over to aiming. More to come as Doomby has to run for the hills. BLG can do no wrong, say no wrong, and get nothing but success from this game one.
They get all the kills, they get the bottom lane turret as well, and now they can turn towards this dragon. Yes, the junglers are dead, but who is even going to try and contest this on FPX's side? This game has gone so far out of control for FPX that they are already looking at the next one.
Well, this is a good sign from BLG.
Like, this spike for them is a lot weaker than we would have seen previously, and BLG, with how far out they are, like, it's kind of done and dusted. Might even look to crack open the inhibitor turret.
Doomby's sticking around. He's going to get flayed back, of course. PP got angling for the hook. He finds it, and Doomby's just dead, even in the dominance. No way, Jose. Especially with a 3-1-7 Jinx now running through. Zika baits it out. He's looking stylish this game, Dagda, and so is everyone on BLG. Doomby down for 30 seconds while in the mid lane. BLG's having it out. He takes hardly any damage here now with the Sterix Gauge. And FPX, they lose themselves an inner turret. They lose themselves an inhibitor turret in one fell swoop. Actually, I'd be tilted off the face of the earth.
Oh, Nuguri.
Yeah, he's probably dead.
Nuguri could
Sonic
be dead.
Wave. Bye. Okay, we expect that. BLG's just gotten a solo kill. You know why it's not super hyped, guys? He's 8-1. He had 3 people dive him at level 3 and level 4. And they gave him...
died.
Yeah, they all died. Baron's up, though, and at 20 minutes, aiming with how much he's doing, they can take this.
And honestly, once Nuguri used that Haymaker, it was all over. That entire matchup revolves around it, and once it's down, you can see BLG instantly. He's like, cool, now I've got the burst damage that I need. Wei taking rather low in this pit. It is only 3 people as Zika is sitting off on the side trying to see what he can find.
Look at the flank, he's flashed over as well. They're in so much trouble. Chris about to die too, and LWX getting hit hard by the Lee Sin. The death sentence over the wall. We criticized PP God. We said he's had a rough start to the split, but having a pretty good Thresh game here in game number 1. BLG will move back towards the Baron and do it all again.
Yeah, just to find out. You know that saying is like, if your friend jumped off a cliff, would you do it? I feel like that's what we witnessed here with FPX. But we're going to get this fight as Soul is now picked up.
They got Infernal Soul. Goodbye. Kickback. Beautiful from BLG. The game over. Nuguri tries to carry him away. Doomby into the middle of it as well. Wei has to actually flash, but you forget about aiming. He's just in melee range, zapping away. And the rest of BLG succeed. 5-0. And Baron is next.
Baron is going to be melted. You've got the push in top lane. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see if like Zika moves up top, tries to shove in that wave, and just collapse it completely on towards that top inhibitor. But if you run into the mill here as BLG, 11,000 gold lead, Infernal Soul, aiming's coming online, Baron going your way. What do you do as FPX?
You just kind of accept it at this point because the game's done. Baron taken, turret gone, 12k gold lead at 23 minutes. Didn't surrender rather than the way it's lost. His box is down. Tien actually caught out in the middle. Good TP flank. PP got it half health as well. TP in the back line though. The Thresh exposed hit. Doomby's running on in. A good pick from FPX, but it's still traded away as aiming has gotten away. Base breaker even better. FPX getting this close to the fight. That's pretty good, but Zika exists and BLG is still at full HP. Ace again, 2 down, and now the base to go.
And it's kind of just been a whitewash here. BLG, they're able to get that full control from the early stage. And honestly, I just assumed they're going to walk top here. Yeah, there we go. They'll walk through the turret, and you could just end the game here.
You could. So they're like, nah.
Wait, team,
what
go.
What are they doing? I think he's just hitting by himself. Why did we not go through base? The question will remain unknown. LWX and Chris are going to respawn, so the game's not over. And Zika, probably bad that the game didn't end right there. All right, they want it to go on. So you can see LWX, is he dead? Well, Super Mega Death Rocket puts him to half HP. Zika's now rolling in. They start on PP God, but BLG's here. Good playback. Good night to FPX. This game was doomed from the start. Into the wall, doesn't matter. And this one is going home. Except FPX are not the ones taking it.
Now BLG, dominant game 1. A lot of that coming from those early mistakes from FPX. But BLG, they punish well.
32 kills, Zach. The dominant, not the word. This was the difference between God and men. And BLG were the gods in game one. Well played.
Again, on this strong set matchup in the top lane, you've got a strong jungler with that scaling option as well, alongside Doomby for this Kali mid. A great team fight setup for FPX, and one that they can definitely look to power through when they get in time. And actually, BLG are the ones that are using that right now. BP God cheats up, make sure that he's able to support Zeke and shove in that wave, and now they can rotate back bot for this round.
Trying to poke over the wall to get it done. Tien looks for the steal, but he doesn't get a TP in, and Tien now going to regret his decision. Flashes over the wall. And BLG, that's a dragon, that's a summoner, no problem for PP God's exhaust. And unless maybe it's from BLG, but it might not even be a dive. Needlework's coming out. Nuguri's in trouble with Ignite landing down to get on out with an escape. Weiwei safeguards for the Q, but doesn't land it. Now the rest of FPX are caught out in rotation towards the Herald as Tien turns on top of Zika. Has to Heartbreaker to escape. That's a bit of a heartbreaker with everything going on. The blast cone taken. Doomby now has the perfect execution over the wall. Weiwei flashes on in, gets a three-man kick. He tempts for surround and choke point as well. PP God has absorbed the damage. True Shot Barrage was close to nailing down two members. BLG, FPX both low as LWX joins the play.
And here's the thing. Ooh, hang on. I'm going to hold on to this point.
Nuguri, no flash. He turned it before, and he turned to Showstopper to get on out. The damage enough this time. Tempest again. Sonic Wave. Not the execution, but it is the deliverance over to Bubu for first blood. Herald's being done. But look at this. Doomby full HP. Tien the same. This is dangerous for Weiwei. Spectral Maw doesn't compete here, but Herald hasn't been de-aggroed. It's getting bursted down off of center. Smite will secure it as well, and BLG, they may have just got it, but no Smite through. It's aiming salty while Doomby gets into the backline, and Tien already has a reset. He's starting to snip away. PP got the next target. Destroyed for a double kill while aiming. Has to flash away. Tien as well has taken Brom's life, but not his spirit, while aiming is running for the hill. Poked down once again, trying to shoot Q off. Zika comes in to save his life, but FPX will trade the Herald this time for a couple of good kills.
In a situation where Doomby right now is 2 kills, you need to kill him. And you need to shut him down.
He's gonna get locked down. Sonic Wave, he's dead. Weiwei kicks him right in the face. Not only does it leave a mark, it takes away a bounty.
And this is exactly what we just said, right? You need to shut down Doomby. You need to try and give that goal back towards Zika so you have your own backline threat. So you're not just having your backline deleted, you're actually getting that answer, or chance to answer for the Zika now. Trying to stay in range for the plates, but
he got it.
Tien?
I mean, Tien even walks back in, and Zika has a lot of damage at this point with the Lost Chapter. Good trading once more as only one plate remains on the mid lane turret. Look at the golden side of your screens. He has more while in the top lane. Bubu versus Nuguri. Weiwei's back at it again. This is why we talked up this jungler, Dagda. It feels like he's everywhere.
BLG have more threat over a wall as well, right? With being able to pop over to Zika, you got Aiming who can fly in. So this position for BLG is actually really good, where they can just look to poke them down.
But Zika actually went over a little bit too early. Gets burnt out. Aiming's dead. I don't know what they were thinking, but BLG handed that on a platter. LWX gonna ult in as well. PP God dead next, and the heal, Nuguri punches him in the gut. And immediately, now Bubu even regretting his decision. Tien trying to follow it up as well. Dagda, I'm not sure what to say about that one, but Zika just went into them.
Yeah, it goes too far. You can see as well, like, they were waiting for him off on the side, right? You literally have Tien standing there just waiting for him to go in, gets the stun, and then the follow-up, how much pressure they can put. Nuguri is also in a position now to just start it up as Bubu.
By LWX, it's an 80 carry. Needlework comes through. The last hit still there. I think LWX has got it, and he takes him down. Now BLG choked out. They get the turret, but now they want to get the hell out of dodge. A lot of damage thanks to aiming the flash away from Chris to survive. Nuguri on the flanking angle with flash with Showstopper, and LWX not going to be able to join the play, so it is a 4-for-4, and Bubu needs to come back alive, and when he does in 20 seconds, has the TP. So FPX aren't going to continue the fight. They back away, and an 80 carry beating a Gwen. Now I've seen it all.
They were doing such a good job of stacking these dragons. Letting that fall apart is a mess. Now though, we get to see LWX. There you go, hits the Void Missile straight in, and watch how he's playing inside that Hollowed Mist at all points in time, not giving the opportunity for Bubu to actually have a moment of respite from the damage that this Kai'Sa can churn out. FPX starting to get control over the river.
Nuguri, those angles once again. Arcane shift aggressively from aiming, but TP on the side. Chris starts the engage. BBU and Nuguri going to have it out while the rest of the fight happens here. True Shot Barrage lands through Chris while BBU still does damage. Doombie's going in. He's taken down PP God. Now no defense for the Ezreal AD carry, who has to get all the way out of dodge. BBU caught between 4 members. The Halloween Mist won't save him. As into the backline, Weiwei trying for something, gets Doombie, but the rest of BLG are running from Tien. Zika has to land the chain, which is great, but LWX still has a killer instinct inside of him.
And it's going to turn that into a Baron. Able to finish off those members of BLG. FPX will turn their attention towards the top side of the map. And that was a gorgeous fight from FPX. All starting off the back of that threat from Doombie. Tearing apart BLG's backline.
Well, the free Baron, the gold lead for sure this time around. And a potential game number 3 here between BLG and FPX. That's what it feels like, is aiming Zika, the people that are doing the most damage at this point in the game, got zoned all the way off. We're going to see it in the second Dagda, but same level, but there's a 3-item Akali running at you. Protobelt going to get you within range. Shuriken Flip does connect as Zika now coming in. Doombie doesn't take the other part, but Crisp is here to interrupt the kickback. Doesn't get Doombie, but the Banshee's down. He's in the middle of it, and everyone from FPX are joining in the fun. Crisp hit out first, and no one from BLG taking too much damage. They've gone in a little bit one by one, but the Haymaker sets it up, and Doombie into the middle as well. Tien flashes away. He'll be able to re-engage, but Zika still does some damage as aiming. Arcane shifts over the wall, but LWX, the 4-item Kai'Sa wants to be in the middle. The middle she shall be. Tien with resets though. That's the issue. As Zika, the fake clone of course. It's a 3 versus 3. The rest of FPX aren't in here. But Tien is a menace. Doombie joins back in. Teleport on the backside as aiming is still alive. Aiming is doing so well in this fight. And he lets FPX know the game ain't over yet. It was 4-0 and 6. So it is 4 items for each AD carry, 3 here for the mid laners, or 4, excuse me, for Doombie. So a full item ahead of Zika on this LeBlanc. Now Zika standing over the wall. Nuguri going to get chained up. Once again, True Shot Barrage straight for Doombie on top of Zika while LWX gets in the back line. Down he goes, but LWX now exposed. Going golden to buy time while BBU does the same. Nuguri getting low, but aiming's taken down LWX. Nuguri kills BBU. It gives a reset, but the kick comes through. Doombie again, depth charge onto aiming. He's crushed in a corner, and FPX bring it back to what it was. BLG destroyed.
Aiming is trying so hard in these fights, but there's just too much being tossed his direction. The depth charge being held on for so long by Chris, and in a second it gets plonked onto aiming, he knows he's done. 4 members of FPX still there. They will turn towards the base of BLG.
And we'll run it home. It's 10 seconds until Zika dagged up, but BBU not up for another 20. They should have enough damage. They have someone to take it in Crisp. And with aiming coming up, Zika aiming in another 17 or so seconds. But Nexus exposed, and we go to a game number 3, folks. It's all over here for BLG. And FPX actually show us something in the second game.
Well, I love their mid-jungle 2v2 as well. This is such a strong combo that we're seeing a hell of a lot of here in the LPL.
Yep.
And definitely something that can go toe-to-toe in a 2v2 scenario against BLG, but you do have to be careful with Zika, and he can just move straight across if Weiwei needs help.
But Nuguri's removed the shield. Yeah, he definitely will. But Weiwei's come here. This is exactly where he meant to go. Chains down. Nuguri locked down. Weiwei's an Olaf. They knew that he'd probably be trading. Doombie has the flash. Dagda. I'm getting game 1 vibes.
But we've got full prio here for FPX.
Well, BBU doesn't have Dragon's Rage available. Weiwei does have the Ragnarok, and Herald's just gone. BLG is saying, we need to fight this, guys. We need to do something. PP God's going to flash on in for Tien with the Crescent Guard immediately. The flash again, the kick, but doesn't work out. BBU into the thick of it. His ulti not available, remember. It was the Ragnarok I was getting confused on. As 4 versus 5, re-engage from PP God, but BBU getting axed out. Nuguri has stolen him, and BLG just couldn't get anything at all.
They're going to be coming through. The Wood Item Spike isn't as strong, obviously, as BLG side, but it's still nothing to sniff at as Nuguri.
Where does he go? Get it. Is he going to die over Scuttle again? Isn't there some kind of joke from NA here? Yes. Great kickback from BBU. Who is it who dies all the time over Scuttle? It's
Debut, nice job to get the Warthog kick to finish him off.
God, Nuguri, are you in trouble again? Be honest with us. Come on, way, Ragnarok time, underneath the turret. He's trying to survive, but I don't know, man. I cast a region where the Shy and Nuguri exist. This is not new to me. Tien in a bit of trouble. Crescent guard there, aiming, looking for more damage, but it's denied. And at least BLG are going to the one lane they always go to, which happens to be Nuguri's lane, where he's now 0-3. To the person that whispered in my ear, as FPX actually may have found a pick. It's onto BuBu. He's isolated. They know that the rest of BLG backed away, and Tien's just going to ulti, or rather Crescent guard still up and available. Tien didn't even need to ult. It was wild growth, and he picks up a kill. So easy as that, as FPX have just picked up their 5,000th kill in the LPL.
And BLG aren't even in a position to really try and counteract this. They actually need to be careful that they're not collapsed on by FPX coming down from this top side.
Well, the wave's still there, though. I feel like Chris actually in a bit more trouble, but Amy not willing to step forward. Instead, the turret to go down. BLG won't get a pick. It's turret for the kill. Guys, do we know the answer to this? TP mid. PP God, is he in trouble? Well, Chris actually hooked in. Maybe action. Are we going to get a kill? Chris actually shielded up for the time being. Doomby's there, and now it's all up to FPX. They want to go in for the engage. PP God starts it off. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, as the flash away from Doomby. He's used the wild growth on himself. BLG are finally getting their fight. They've done the damage as well. It took a while, but LWX into the backline as the Kalista, as the Kaiser, excuse me. But too many people live on. BLG finally, it took 26 minutes, Dagda, but better late than never.
And it's still, even though we're talking about BLG running out of time, that timer is 5 minutes to 12. 2 items completed across the board here for BLG. They are still just that bit stronger. And you see it in that team fight, able to take down FPX, and now get themselves a bar.
Yes, we got blood, we got action, and the biggest thing is BLG, before they became completely irrelevant, got the Baron. We start off here because Chris was like, don't worry, guys, we have a Lulu, we can bait them. Yeah.
I don't know what the idea was from Chris, because, like, LWX was already gone, Doomby was out of the picture, like, there was no reason to try and force this issue, but Chris gets caught out, and then from here, like, Doomby almost gets bursted out instantly, and there's just way too much front-to-back dive that's coming through from BLG, and LWX does a really good job of keeping himself safe in the back line, well, kind of sideline, I suppose, for most of this, but he just doesn't have the damage to deal with BLG. Quite yet. Like, even has the Serpent's Fang there as well, which isn't exactly like a heavy hitter when it comes towards the damage that it can deal. Actually, not even sure why he's gone for the Serpent's Fang. Double Sterix, I suppose, but...
Well, I guess he likes the item quite a lot. Good damage out of Zika. FPX are walking into this. FPX, you know that you shouldn't fight. Wild growth doesn't matter. Solar Flare down, that's great. But we're looking at LWX and Nuguri into the backline. He zones himself. PP God missing the dredge line. Zika forward. And it was all a ruse. FPX back on the Dragon. Never mind, they got it. They got the Dragon. They're on Soul Point. And BLG, even with the Baron, the longer this fight goes, the worse it is. Zika with the chain. Dredge line misses into the back line. BuBu trying to make the hero play. Heartbreaker doesn't connect. Chris goes in as well. And it's aiming, who's just hitting away. But it's reset city. Number 1 for Nuguri. On to the next. Triple kill already given over. He's running down at this point. Dredge line, Heartbreaker, heart attack, aiming, running for his life.
I mean, Nuguri's kind of got to do the same now. Zika's over the wall. Nuguri, he gets caught out. He went too deep. But FPX, they still get the tower. They still got the Dragon. And they're getting more here as well. BLG covered on the sideline, but make sure he does a little bit more.
Maybe. And the deep turrets that they've taken, he can play around and be such a nuisance to people on FPX who don't have the Lulu nearby.
And it feels like BLG... Oh, hang on.
That's a good ulti from Tien, though. It doesn't matter. BuBu's gone way too deep. It's reset time. Bates call, Solar Flare. It locks down aiming. BLG, it was fine to play aggressive with Zika, but BuBu, I don't know, Dagda, not a good thing here, as FPX has just put themselves even further back in the game. You know, in our lull moments, in our resident sleeper moments, in our pog moments, FPX's comp outscales guys. But BLG want to fight now, but FPX are more confident than ever. Fate's Call used and aiming the short-range 80 carry all the way to the back. He's hitting a tank for now. Tien once again in a great position who takes the wild growth. Re-engage here from BLG as FPX actually taking the brunt of it, but look at Nuguri. Healing up, looking for the reset. He cleans away, but not enough lifesteal. Doomby on the back end as well. BLG at 33 minutes. It doesn't matter. They've picked apart the pieces, sent them skyward, and Bilibili Gaming might actually be able to run it home.
They don't have a wave just yet, but it's going to be arriving shortly. PP God looks like he might be the one that's going to tank this one up in the short run as they try and run this one through.
Dagda, a bit of a surprise, considering that FPX were at that point where, okay, you can outscale, but sent away. I'm not sure how FPX lost that, but BLG, they get their condition down pretty hard. Crisp has respawned to Solar Flare and slowed down, but kicked away. Zenith played janky as ever. Nexus exposed though. Crisp is dead. And BLG beat the 2019 World Champions in the strangest series that I've cast in a while.